So like numbers will be numbers when the numbers are numbers when the numbers are numbers. If the numbers will be numbers when numbers are numbers. Like numbers, so the numbers of the number as a number of a number. So like numbers are numbers in a number of a number with numbers and numbers with numbers. So numbers are numbers with numbers. Because numbers are numbers. And if numbers were a letter, I just said it would be numbers. So numbers are numbers. Letters are letters. And a number is a number. But a letter is a letter. A letter can be a number. And a number can be a letter. So numbers meaning letters and letters meaning numbers are like, that's a contradictory thing. That's very contradictory. They're two opposite things. Or are they? Are they two opposite things? I don't fucking know. So what are they? Are they like a fucking... I don't know. Good or bad? Bad or they good? Neutral? Because they're both? Bad because they're both? Good because they're both? Nothing because they're both? Everything because they're both? They're both because they're nothing? They're both because they're everything? Everything is nothing. And nothing is everything. Because everything is nothing when nothing is everything. And everything is nothing when nothing is everything. So everything will be everything as nothing is nothing. So everything is everything if nothing is nothing. Nothing is everything if nothing is nothing. So everything is everything if nothing is nothing. So nothing is everything if everything is nothing. Nothing will be everything if everything is nothing. So nothing is everything and everything is nothing. Which makes nothing nothing. And nothing is nothing and everything is everything. Nothing is everything. Everything is nothing. Are they two separate things? Are they the same thing? Or are they both combined? That makes us 3D universe. So there must be a third one. What's this third one? Nothing, everything, and then the in-between. So what's in the middle of the in-between? Is the middle of the in-between the in-between? Or is the in-between the middle of the in-between the middle of the in-between? Or are they all in a triangle? So like a triangle will be a square, a triangle, a square, Everything is nothing is nothing is everything. Everything is nothing that is nothing is everything. And there was a door. I walked through the door, but did I walk through the door? Or did the door walk through me? The door walked through me because the earth is spinning. The earth is spinning. Does that mean everything around me is moving through me? Or am I moving through it? Or is it moving through me? Questions of life that have been unanswered for centuries and millennia. Maybe they knew the answer earlier, or maybe they fucking didn't. Oh. So when numbers are numbers, numbers are numbers, numbers can be letters, and letters can be numbers. So numbers will be letters if numbers were letters. If the letter was a number, then the number will be a ladder. And the ladder will climb up. As the ladder climbs up, the number climbs up. There's an end ladder, so there's an end number. What's the end number? Is it the start number? Is there a 0 alphabet? So 0 will be a start, 0 will be the end. But 0 is also in the middle. 0 could be in another place. There's infinite numbers. There's like 10 numbers or some shit, isn't there? And like one of them isn't a number. So does that make it a number? Does that make it a digit because it's a number? So if it was a digit and it was a number, then the number would be a digit because it's a number, which means it's a digit, but it has no value, which makes it have no digit. But it is a digit because it's a number. And if numbers, letters, lettuce grows in the ground, grows, dies, comes back, dies, comes back, dies, comes back, and then dies, and then comes back. And it'd be like numbers meaning letters. And the word letter is like the word lettuce, which also does the same thing. Sort of, in a way. It's like, think of like a lettuce as the number 10. Well, like it's not there's no number 10, it's just 1 and 0. So what's 1 plus 0? 10. There's just 1 plus 0. 10. That is radioactive. That is radioactive material that we are working with. It doesn't make sense. But it makes sense at the same time. Because there's a door and you walk through it. Or it walks through you. Is there or isn't there? If there was, would there be or wouldn't there be? If there wasn't, then there would be. So if there wasn't, there would be, and if there would be, there wouldn't be. So if there would be, there would be, and there wouldn't be if there wouldn't be. And there would be if there isn't, and there isn't if there would. Win, would, win, would, win, would, win, would, win, would. Something, green light, I know, green marker. The thing about letters and numbers and infinite is so fucking crazy. What if there's infinite letters? I mean, there is. There's different fonts, but they're based off numbers. There's different letters because they're written differently. Does it make it a number? Does it make it a drawing? Does it make it a fucking picture? I don't know. Interesting. So numbers being perfect wouldn't mean anything. So there's no such thing as a perfect number, but there has to be one perfect number. So maybe there is a perfect number. That perfect number, what would it be though? Would it be 0? That's why we've got 0, and it's already there. That's the perfect number. I don't know. It'd be cool if it was. 0 the perfect number. Sort of is, but it's like, it's not a perfect circle. But it's O is. Like a capital O. It's a perfect circle. Not necessarily perfect, but imperfect in a perfect way. Because can you ever make a perfect circle? Can you? Is it even possible? I mean, if you use one of those things where you get a flat piece, but that doesn't make it round, it just makes it flat. Have you got to do it fast? Have you got to do it instantaneously? Has it got to be just like something that's already circular making the circle? But it would be an imperfect circle. So you'd have to, how would you make that perfect circle in the first place? How do you make a perfect sphere? Numbers would be like that. That would be perfect. Everything would be perfect. But maybe everything is already perfect, that's what makes it imperfect. So we're in a perfect world right now. Are we? We're in an imperfect world, or the perfect world. This is a very strange world, because there's imperfects and perfects, but there's no such thing as perfect, because we're imperfect. Everything in the universe is imperfect in a perfect way. So perfect is perfect, perfect is perfect, imperfect is perfect, imperfect is perfect, so perfect is perfect, imperfect is perfect, imperfect is perfect, imperfect is perfect, perfect is perfect, imperfect is perfect, is perfect, be perfect when perfect is perfect, because perfect isn't perfect, it's imperfect, because perfect is imperfect, and perfect is imperfect because it's perfect. That makes sense. Numbers meaning letters? Or letters meaning numbers? Which one is it? I think it might be letters, because did letters come first, or did numbers come first? Or did a dot come first? The single image of anything is a perfect thing, and you can tell it's perfect because there's no imperfectness about it. It is a perfect square, so maybe that's what's in the middle of the universe, a perfect square. That's why everything's so imperfect, because there's a square in the middle. But what if that square was a circle? Would it be imperfect, or would it be perfect? Probably be imperfect, because nothing is perfect, so it's perfect in its own way. But it's ever expanding, so maybe it's constantly changing from a shape, and it's trying to become perfect. So maybe everything's trying to become perfect in this universe, but it can't, because the universe itself isn't perfect yet. Maybe the universe becomes perfect eventually, and something happens. We all wake up, and it's like, I don't know. Let me think. Letters. Numbers mean everything, and the everything mean nothing, because everything is meaningless, and nothing is meaningless because nothing is meaningful. But everything is meaningful because everything is not meaningful, and nothing would be meaningful if everything was meaningful. So when everything's meaningful, does it make it meaningful or unmeaningful? Or meaningful in an unmeaningful way? In meaningful, unmeaningful, impossible. Unpossible, is that even a word? Can you be unpossible at something? Is unpossible a word? Is unpossible a word? You can't fail it because it's unpossible. So if it's impossible, it wouldn't be possible. It would be possible if it was impossible. And the possibility was made because it's a possibility. Everything's a possibility. So that's a possibility. So that means it is something. Impossible is something because it's a possibility to be something. So, nothing will be everything. But nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. But it's impossible to be nothing. It's not impossible to be nothing. It's impossible to be nothing. It's not impossible to be nothing. It's impossible to be nothing. It's not impossible to be nothing. But it is possible to be possible. But it's not possible to be possible. But it is possible to be possible. But it's impossible to be possible. But it's not impossible. If impossible is the possibility, then it would mean that is the perfect answer. It's the perfect possible answer. Impossible. Unpossibleness is the possible answer. Small bit of red. Bit of green. Bit of orange. There's a bit of purpley orange in there. The air that I'm breathing is a word, and isn't a word. Is isn't, because isn't. It is. It isn't. It is. No, it isn't, because it is. Because it is, and isn't is, and when isn't becomes is, and when is becomes isn't becomes isn't then isn't it is if isn't if it isn't because it isn't if it isn't and if it isn't then it wouldn't be because isn't and if isn't then isn't wouldn't be the isn't answer, because is the answer, and if is the answer, then it isn't, because it's not the answer, and if it isn't, then it is, because it isn't, because it's not, because it is, because it isn't, because it is, and if it isn't, it is, then it isn't, it's not, then it is, then it is, then it is yes, then no, then yes, then no, yes, no, because yes is no, no is yes, and yes is no, then maybe is no, maybe is yes, and maybe is no, because no is maybe, and yes is maybe, and no is maybe, and yes is maybe, because no is maybe, and yes is maybe, and no is maybe, because yes is maybe, and no is maybe, because yes maybe, and yes maybe, yes maybe, yes maybe, no maybe, no maybe, yes maybe, yes maybe, no maybe, no maybe is a yes maybe. Maybe is a maybe, because maybe means maybe, and maybe can mean no, and no can mean yes, and yes can mean no, because that's a maybe. If maybe was both, which it is, then it'd be in the middle of the yes and no, and it is in the middle of the yes and no. Yes, no is not, and it's not because it is, and if it isn't because it is, isn't it? It isn't because it is, because it's not, but it is, and if it isn't, it is, because it is if it isn't, and if it is, then it is, because it's not, but it is, it isn't, but it's not, it is, yes, no, maybe. Oh, it smells a bit of purple then. I can taste bumpy, whitish, pinkish, yellowish. Blue ice. It's exactly what it tastes like. It tastes like blue ice. But it's not ice, it's ice in the fridge, but it tastes like ice, but I don't know what ice tastes like, so it is ice. But it isn't ice, because I don't know what ice is. And I don't know what ice does, because ice doesn't do anything to me yet, because I haven't done ice. And if I haven't done ice, then I can't die. If I can't die, then I can't do ice. That's a deal. I won't do ice. Fuck that. I'm not doing fucking methamphetamine. Fuck that shit. I've never done that shit in my fucking life. Fucking kill me. I don't want to fucking die. There's a bit of purple in there. Tiny bit of purple. Hint of purple. There's a hint of purple in that blue ice. So it's like, it's more purple this time. That dry was more purple. I think maybe it got the cotton more. I'm breathing thick, yellowy white. It's a thick yellowy white that I can breathe. A bit of purpley blue. Exhale. It feels like green and red mixed together. Spikes. What I'm feeling. If red and green had spikes, like it was spiky, a spiky red-green, which is sort of like an alcohol-y taste, mixed with square taste, and a round shape, but it's flat. It's flat, but it's crumpled, like a chip. It tastes like a chip. But I ate this chip. Where are my chips? Here are my chips. They're stale.